Hey everybody, PocketDave here. We're doing some drafting on Arena because that's what we love to do. Right now we've got a Chromatic Cube draft on Arena, which is just a random assortment of cards. It can, fit different themes and stuff. Chromatic Cube by Wizards of the Coast sort of selection has kind of put a priority on lots of colors, lots of multicolored spells, lots of lands and fixing, lots of artifacts that produce different colors of mana and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, you'll see all this pretty gold stuff here at the end of the cube list, along with stuff like Golos and Field of the Dead and all these sort of artifacts that produce any color of mana when you tap them. So you're kind of incentivized to play. You don't have to, but you're in a situation where you can play a lot more colors in your drafts than you normally would. Standard sort of cube draft or other drafting experience. So I love drafting big, crazy 4 or 5 color decks, and that's not to say I don't oftentimes draft some other, more streamlined is it stuff or whatever happens to float my boat at the moment. But yeah, like I said, my favorite is the big, crazy soup nonsense. But we'll just kind of see where we're led here today. All right, we're opening up. Let's see. Best card here, maybe Binding of the Old Gods or Sune's Intervention. Both very good cards. Yeah. Otherwise, we could just start taking lands, but I think I like grabbing one of these. I had a Jeskai sort of control deck I drafted recently that did pretty well. I could see this being a starting point to something like that, or Esper control, something like that. But Binding is also very good. Binding really sets you on that path towards multicolor stuff, I feel like, because you can search for the forest triomes with the binding. Definitely can help you fix while you're killing stuff. Not that you couldn't put it in just a deck, but I don't know. I don't really see green black very much on its own. Definitely looking to do some more stuff if we. Yeah, let's grab the Sune's Intervention. Look to maybe do something a little bit control-y. Perhaps. Nothing great here on the control front. We've got Intervention and Feed the Swarm. Neither of those super exciting. If we abandon that plan, just go for something else. I guess Junji's maybe the best. If you want to go more aggressive, Underdog is very good. Evangel, obviously, very good. Yeah, we'll grab this after the Soons. Keep intervening. There's a Joda. I did draft a Joda deck, I think, for my first deck I did on this cube draft. When it came up this time, it was a lot of fun. I think I only got like 3 wins with it, but it was a blast to play. Alright. Mythos could be good in the control deck. We could just jump ship and try to do some more Joda stuff. It was so much fun. And like I said, I do love the big splashy nonsense. There's no awesome control cards here that I'm really going to be sad about passing up, so I'm going to grab Joda here. We'll see what the next pack holds for us. Right. Atreus would go well with these two. That's a good value card. Spirit Realm, super high on. It's fine. Arnheim is a very good card. Could be a finisher in a control deck. You know, we're going to take the Atreus because, or the Atris, because it goes well with both Joda and if we end up doing some Esper sort of control. Neombi, definitely not. We're doing Joda because it only returns non-legendaries. Weatherlight could also be good in a Joda deck. Less so in the control deck. Let's just go with Atris for now. Maybe that weather. Alright. So for legendaries, we've got these 5. Myla's probably really in contention here. I could see going, I could see maybe Zakama, but Zakama won't be crazy because if we end up doing 5 colors, we're going to be taking a lot of and stuff like that. And it can just win the game. Otherwise, if we're doing control stuff, I guess Angel of Sanctions or Polymorphist are both okay. But my heart keeps telling me to stick with the Joda plan right now. It's a good legendary. Here's a 2-mana legendary card. There's that Chromatic Orb. Could start grabbing some lands if we want to. Otherwise, there's Commit to Memory for the Atris Interventions pile. Yeah, I'm just not huge on Ori. Since you can't even play it till you have 7 mana. Really looking to get some of the cheaper mana rocks, like 4 mana would be about as high as you would really be excited about. Here's our Celestis. That's definitely going to be a pick here. Wouldn't mind having the Curator though. But since it's not a legend, fine grabbing this, I think. Those 2 mana ramps though. Pretty enticing. We'll grab Celestis. Alright. So, probably not going to play the Intervention. We might still end up playing this Intervention. But we'll see how we go. Could definitely play an Elder. This land would be good. We're going to want to have a decent green base, I'm feeling. We'll probably end up with some green mana dorks along the way. Otherwise, we have another 3 mana rock. But Elder would definitely be interesting. Let's see. This is just legendary. Yeah. So legendary effects don't help with the general count. Right. Start grabbing some lands here probably. Timeless Lotus could be good. Otherwise, World Tree or Stomping Ground. Probably want this World Tree. Let's get a Lotus. Grab the tree. Legendary creature here. But I think I'm good just grabbing another. This one only produces colorless mana, but we got the Weatherlight back, which does work once it's crewed with. I like that. Helps search for some more of our legendary stuff. Plus, we can grab mana rocks with it and so forth. Alright, we'll grab another land here. So maybe we'll end up with Ori. Yeah, he is a legendary. Speaking of legendaries, we've got Shieldred. Alright, and some Triomes. Ooh, and Gigantha? Ooh, Gigantha could be good. We are well poised for Gigantha at the moment. Yeah, I like that. Let's play him as our commander here. I think that is definitely worth doing. Just got a free card, basically. Same thing, like if Lutri comes around, well, I guess we wouldn't use it instead of Gigantha, but if you have the option to get it. Alright, so we've got a legendary creature, but hear me out. This card. So good. Probably going to wheel one of these. Some good removal, and getting a treasure would probably be very good. Alright, one more big, huge, greedy pick here. Because this card is so good.
Look upon my omnipotence.
And we're going to want to start looking at some cheaper stuff here. Might want a couple of sweepers though, because I feel like we are going to be behind a lot. Would like to grab this visionary, but let's go ahead and pick up this burn down the house. Feel like that's going to end up making a difference. Alright, Gilded Lotus. That is a good one. Got a good land here. Shieldred would be another huge creature. Oh, and Cruelty of Gix? Well, this card is just so good. Alright. We are going to grab this. And maybe we've got a way to discard some stuff. So we can cheat out some of our big guys. Speaking of cheat out stuff, we've got Elder Dragon War can help cheat out some stuff. We can discard some stuff there. Love the Prosper. That would be a very good pickup for this deck. Maybe just better than Dragon War. Not sure how many of these lands we should pass though. Let's just grab... Let's grab the Triumph for now. We'll hope to get one of those back. Another good Triumph here. Otherwise, yeah, there's Lutri. 2 mana Dork would also be very good here. We've got nothing to do on turn 2 at the moment. Let's grab the Ornithopter. Alright, Leyline Binding. Most of our random lands are not basics at the moment. We could grab this with an eye towards trying to get some more Triumphs. Or just take a straight up land. Probably should have grabbed the other pain land, not the pain land, but you know, the shock land. All right. Can't copy legendaries, so let's not take Vizier.
I could sneak right
Yeah,
by,
Kaido's
but
fine.
I'm itching to
There's
fight.
another. Biome or Chariot's amazing, but we're going to be good on playables, I'm certain. I think I just want to make sure our mana is going to be good. Alright, here's what came back around from that last pack where we grabbed the nickel bullets. So we can take Omnath or Maelstrom. Archangel's interesting with some of this big stuff. Omnath is probably the better card. Alright. Not legendary. This actually can fix for some basic lands if you hit your own land with it. I don't think I like just grabbing the... Reality Chip would be fine. Early blocker. Or hard evidence. Also could be good. Another legendary creature. Hey, Prosper came back around. Nice. Alright. That loot tree. Holy moly, how did that not get picked? Again, we can't double companion, unfortunately. Otherwise, just shove it right. Niv Mizzet. Let's see, 2 color, 2 color, 2, 2, 2. Maybe play Niv Mizzet here. Like the Sky Sovereign a lot as well. Though this card is pretty redonkulous when you can get it out on curve. Fabled Passage would be good, of course. Let's grab Niv Mizzet here. Alright. We definitely need some cheap removal. Not sure that double black is what we want to be doing. Maybe it's worth it. Or we take a tome. I think we've got enough value cards in the deck already. Or we just grab Killing. Alright. Early removal. Mephit's Enthusiasm. That will work. Plenty of other goodies here. Captain Sisay would be... but yeah, let's grab this Mephit. Beans Tower. Jingataxis. This could be a 2-drop. Farewell, maybe. Oh, we can't play Farewell. Let's see, we haven't messed up yet. Oh yeah, these. Shoot. Cruelty of Gix and Burn Down the House. I forgot we were trying to companion Gigantha. I mean, I knew we were trying to, I just forgot that I can't take these double pip cards. Well, shoot. Maybe just Lightning Helix. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Alright. Alright, well these are going to be maybes. I think Gigantha's going to be pretty important. Another 3 mana rock would be good. Fine with that. Emperor is so good. A little harder to cast in this deck with double white. I think since we are pretty light on, it's worth grabbing a
Run away. You'll be safer.
Yamat. Be nice if it could pull up our planeswalkers as well. Right, Zeotor's Proving Ground, another 2 mana ramper, or just Mind Stone. Let's grab a Mind Stone. Golos, yes please. Alright, what are we at here? 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands. So, minus Gigantha. You're at 23 cards. removal here. We definitely cut some stuff here, potentially. Rashmi I'm a big fan of, but we've got plenty of value already. Maybe we just grab another. Let's just say it came around. Love that slicer though. Or we take a treasure map. Hey, Farewell came around too, but again, can't play it with Gigantha. Fiddle Fit is legendary. Oh, Emperor again is another double pip. Alright. Do not draft as I draft. Alright, we gotta cut at least 2 if we want to stay at 17 lands instead of more. Probably gonna be using Golos to tutor up our tree quite a bit. Let's see. So this doesn't directly go with our legendary creature plan. So we need to cut one more. Could just be like Mind Stone. I think we just cut this Archangel. We can cheat stuff out with Golos. Cheat stuff back out from the graveyard with Olivia. I think having these early plays are too important. All right. Then Niv Mizzet can hit Helix and Kinnan. Full of Selesnya cards here, all 3 of these, and Olivia. It's probably enough hits to make him good, although, you know, 6/6 flyer for 5 mana is good regardless, as long as you can make it work. Alright, well, we drafted some stuff that we thought we wanted to play, but I don't know. I think it's worth leaving out a few of these cards for the sake of Gigantha. It'd be interesting to know if I'd be interested to know if you disagree. If you're tuning in and see this on YouTube or something, feel free to leave a comment and let me know if you would have kept the companion in here or not. Let's go with this. Take a quick screenshot. And do it. Let's see my numbers. Yeah. All right. Looking good. This is one of those decks that you'll be happy to get a few wins out of. I'm not sure that it's quite up to snuff with some of the more streamlined decks out there, but like I said, I just think these are so much fun. Activate Golos once or twice, get a Zakama down at one point, you know, all that is just too good. Maybe we'll play Island over Swamp next turn and make them be worried about a counterspell. Oh, no, tap land. We'll play Visionary on the next turn. when you have the option to play a 3 mana artifact versus a 3 mana dork, or you know, any situation where you've got comparable options at the same mana value, I think it's worth casting the one that you're not going to be able to tap for mana that turn, because there's a chance next turn that we'll be able to get this into play and use it immediately to cast something. You know, if we had a 1-drop here, then sure, we could have gone with one of these instead of the Visionary, but since we don't, maybe this makes sense. Like, next turn we could cast both of these. Thinking about that scry. No blocks if he wants to attack. Yeah, let's just ramp it up. Next turn we could even bring this to hand and cast it. But I'd like to get this Prosper out, I think, a little bit more. Could cast Prosper and Darien potentially next turn. When it's checking out my artifacts. I don't know if he's thinking about killing one. Interesting. Indestructible, but we can exile with March. I'm gonna do Prosper plus March. Turn. Ooh, that's nice too. Let's get this out, and let's see if we play this. 2, 3. Yeah, we still can cast March for 3. Let's get this out. At the beginning of our end step, we'll see what we exile. Don't think we have a lot of instant speed stuff that we would see, but might as well wait to have all the information before we cast this. Definitely don't want him feeding the graveyard for his Uro. Opponent over there with infinite priority. You've got to pass. Right, no attacks. End turn. Let's see what we see. Go. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, is it mana value? Oh, it's mana value, it's not toughness. Okay, so we're not. Oh, shoot. You know, it has been one of those nights for me. Our draft has been filled with me making mistakes on stuff I can't play because of Jagantha. And then here I was thinking this was going to be 3 toughness, not worried about mana value on this. I guess technically we could have exiled King Darien. He gave up the Olivia. Must have found something good. Maybe he wants to get rid of the Prosper, or he's worried about the Joda. Stonecrafter, sure. Well, let's see. Well, if we want to, we can cast Joda and Darien, and potentially, let's see, we've got some 2-mana legendaries. We've got the Reality Chip and the Fibblefip. Go ahead and take 4. Oh, and Kinnan as well. Kinnan would be a great hit. Maybe we do... I was gonna say, maybe we do just pitch something to March. We could potentially play Joda and Niv Mizzet next turn if we draw an untap land. Yeah, I like getting this guy gone. Should have done this before if we were going to do it, but... Wow. Alright. Well, we want our value from Prosper. Let's get Joda out. Get our little treasure. And then, yeah, for instance, we just have what? Lightning? Helix? Yeah, that's the only instant card we have left that we'd want to be worried about keeping mana up for, so. Alright. We don't want to attack with the Prosper, I don't think. Just bring this to hand and go to the next round. Next turn, that is. On a shaman's gonna go digging, huh? Casca Worm. Yeah, you're not close to casting that. Sure. We can exile the Yark with this if we want to. Although we could actually cast both of our 5-mana legendaries next turn. Just pretty spicy. We could just start off with a Niv Mizzet. And yeah, I like that. Let's see. Let's see what we hit off of Niv and Jonah. Well, there's our Fibblefip. Fibblethip. Oh, plus we get another treasure. Off of Prosper. Nice. When the Joda trigger resolves. That's pretty sweet. Alright, what's Niv gonna find? Lots of good stuff. Alright, so whenever a non-land permanent is tapped for mana, Tap and sacrifice. So these count for Kinnan, right? The treasures? Hope so, because that's what I'm banking on. I think I want to cast Kinnan first. And then maybe Golos. Green. Blue. Not gonna hit anything off of our 2-mana legendary. And then, oh, let's see, that does want to use, let's see, oh, because it's 3. Yeah, that makes sense. Or we could just get this out. That's probably just fine. Let's kill the Yarick. This is a ridiculous turn. Weather Light, sure. We just want to get rid of
in the presence of a deity.
Yarick here. Alright. Can't cast anything else. The opponent's had enough. We're attacking for 16 here. And yeah, the board is mighty. That was... oh, that was ridiculous. Alright. Fun stuff. Doesn't always go that well, but man, when it does go that well, just makes me happy. In my head, I just sit here keep thinking, like, do I want that burn down the house and the Wandering Emperor in here? I take Jagantha out. Alright, we got some early plays, we got some ramp, we got some lands. We'll make this work. The question is, lead with Reality Chip or Kinnan? Or Fibblethip? What's wrong with that? Because we're not going to be blocking Sleeper very easily here anyway. With any of our, like, 0-4 here isn't going to get the job done. Rather have this out. I don't want to just play Kinnan out right away and eat up some removal spell from them. Okay. Get our Visionary out next turn with some red mana on hand. Still no white mana. Yeah, no blocks. We're willing to chump block here for sure, but we'll wait until they've maybe made it a little bit bigger to make it worthwhile. Alright. Let's do Land of War Visionary here, I think. Hey, nice. Okay. No attacks. Hoping this Ornithopter sticks when we play it, because we need the white man. Yeah, let's go ahead and chump this turn. De-incentivize them from pumping there. Maybe it'll stay within Lightning Helix range and we can draw a white mana source. Nope, no such luck, so let's get out. Cast this first. You can have up to 4 mana available. Okay, that's fine. Do that. Golly chip. Thopter. Alright, Thopter. If they've got removal, they're probably going to want to hit the Kinnan or the reality chip. So hopefully our white mana sticks around. Two Death Touchers. Yeah, we'll take 5 more. He's going to pump that sleeper, so March is going to be the way that we kill that. Green, blue, 5. Okay, so we could activate this with Llanowar and then still cast this. Seems fine. Let's do that. Zakama. Oh my gosh. Well, that's probably too good to pass up. It's not going to untap our land since we're not casting it, right? Yeah, we just put it onto the battlefield. So, you know, I'd love to grab that Golos, but this is just going to be too good to pass up. Next. Yeah, we'll attack for 2. We're not blocking with this. And yeah, let's go ahead and get the sleeper off the board. Alright, we're doing more nonsense. Let's see if opponent has an answer for our big boy. They could really use a farewell. That's what I was about to say, was they need a farewell here. And then Olivia doesn't even get anything for us? So annoying. What a jerk. Nope. Farewell too good. Why do you have to exile my graveyard? Don't you have graveyard stuff over there? Transgoth girlfriend? Okay, that's pretty. That's a lot. A 2-2? Sure.
What they've done with the place.
Or we can kill it this
I
turn.
prefer friends in low
Yes.
places.
Hit him for 3. Paste it up.
Don't get cocky.
For 3 more.
The others can deal with you.
Got all the mana we could use for any sort of card we draw next. No Zakamas left. Miss it. Hold on. Hold on. Is that what he took with my Gonti? Or with his Gonti? Yeah. So, it doesn't make a copy of it. It just exiles the card, so I'm not going to be able to draw that myself. Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, everything is bad. This will just eat the binding, but we've got to get past it. Ah, frickin' farewell. Such a good card. Had to do the graveyard. Yep. Alright. Well, we can start activating Darien. Not that we have any good answers for Lisa over here. Nicole Bolas. That's our one. I need our 7-drop. Need to find our 7-drop. That can help us win the game for sure. Oh no, what are you doing to me? Be double kicked? Yep. Alright. We do this. And then we sacrifice it. No life gain, and at least we get a blocker. Prevent a couple of damage here. Mind Stone. Alright. Play out our land, because if we get our Motive Gigs, yeah. What are you gonna take? Olivia would be good. And then you could get your Corvold back with it. I think he could have just killed me probably. Would have just got Olivia out of my graveyard. Right? 3 plus 5. And then he could sacrifice both of these. Would have been 3 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. Yeah. I mean, it would have killed me if he just would have done it. Hey, Lisa. Prosper. Game. Farewell to good. Alright. Things were looking good for us there for a second. Kinnan on board and Zakoma on board. The nonsense was in high gear. Alright, early removal but no way to cast it. We got Kinnan we can cast. We just really want to get some red here. Some black mana to get Prosper on 4. We'll give it a shot. Try and find one of our artifacts. Yeah, I'm fine scrying instead of Kinnaning here, I think. Hey, there's a red. Very nice. So if they have something for us to mef it, we'll do it. Otherwise, we'll probably just grab Jagatha. And then next turn, we'll get our Prosper out. We can always bring it back with the Olivia later if we want to. Alright, and we can cast our Jodo next turn too. Well, we're gonna go for the value plays, of course. Let's see. Yeah. Let's do black here. And we'll get out this. This. And we'll kill There 2/2? I think we want to. Hasty boys? Could be. Let's just sit back. Alright. Let's see. Cast or play the swamp. We'll have 2, 4, 6 mana over here, plus 6 mana over here. So we could easily cast Joda plus another legendary. Assuming the Kinnan lives. Maybe they go for that here over the Prosper. Or they just do that. Alright. That's fine. We are casting Joda first. And then we are casting Golos? Yeah, there's nothing yet for Olivia to grab. Once again, we could just play Nicole Bolas. That's probably GG, right? Yeah, here we go. Oh, and what nonsense. Put it over here on 4 lands, and we are popping off like crazy. Let's see. I wonder if there would have been a way to get to lethal. I guess not. We only would have been able to get 2 more creatures out, like if we cast Golos plus Fibblefip. I guess technically we could have hit a 3-drop legendary off of Fibblefip, and then we could have gotten 3-drop legendary out. Right? Let's see, because this cost 7. Oh, maybe we didn't quite have enough mana. No, but we would have gotten another treasure from the trigger here when the Joda casts whatever I hit off of playing a creature. So yeah, let's see, we could have gotten 4 more creatures out, which would have been another +8/+8, which would have been lethal. Well, but then they'd still have the blocker, right? So we wouldn't have been able to win Grace without casting the ball. Anyway, just thinking it through, if there would have been a way to lethal that turn. Alright. More happy smiles, more awesome deck shenanigans. Let's go have some more shenanigans. Alright, we can scry to another land, and we've got Celestis. We'll wait to scry until we know for sure that we need the land. No. That'll do. Red and black. Right. Doesn't matter too much what I do here. Go for white. And Visionary. If we do Visionary, it might die, and then we aren't guaranteed to get our Prosper out next turn. If we had another land in hand, well, if they're using removal on Visionary, they're not using other awesome stuff. So tap land here, unfortunately. Want it on some sort of Esper Blinky control-y stuff, maybe? Gotta look out for another farewell. Although that's troubling. Alright, get out of land. Could double ramp, but then we don't have a blocker, so Prosper it is. Okay. It's got some red in here too. Goodbye, Prosper. 4 land is good here. Alright. Yeah. Let's do one more setup turn, I think. I really would like to cast this plus Mind Stone plus Celestis, but that's not happening. This is only going to tap for 2 mana next turn, but that's still pretty good. Then we have to risk chump blocking something here. I mean, we can't block everything. Oh, they're gonna get something nasty out with Satura probably. We'll leave the Visionary here. Because they're not going to send Jacob, so there's a world where we could just block and block. Let's see. Blue, green, red, white, black. So we can cast Joda and have 2 mana left over plus 5. Wonder what opponent's cloning over there. Exile a creature. Probably going to be my Elder. No surprise. And we'll let those through. Need our green mana. Yikes. Okay, so we can't even Joda plus a legendary. Alright, let's get this out, and then we can tap Mind Stone for 2. What's our 5 mana spell gonna be? Can't quite do that. do chip and get Gigantha. Just use chip for jumping. The next turn we can do Zakama if we want to. This transforms into an enchantment. Do potentially Zakama, or we could maybe do Joda into like a nope, not as much anymore. So these are going to be back to 1 mana apiece. So 5, 6, 7, 8. One short unless we grab a untapped land here. Alright, well, let's prevent 3. Take 5. Tap land? It is. Alright, let's go kill a bunch of stuff. Alright, black, white, red, kill this. Now the question is, are we worried about them bouncing the Polymorphist? Or are we worried about them activating the Jacob? I guess we just wait. If they activate this in response, we can let's see, draw a card, then exile. A6, yeah. So if they activate that, we can kill it. If they want to just chill, we can wait and decide at the moment. So let's hope they spend their 6 mana on a Jacob here. Yep, draw. Wait for them to pay. I wonder if we get a trigger if they pay. Or if we have to kill it as an enchantment. Yeah, we do. So they get a chance to cast something free here. Alright, pass. Hullbreaker. Alright. Response. Destroy this. Alright, World Tree comes out. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So we can't do Joda plus Gigantha. We could do Joda plus Captain Sisay, but I think we're just casting Bolas here. Don't really see any world where that is not the right option, because we want to get the Hullbreaker Horror off. Oh, it's only 7 damage? Well, that's funny. Alright. So I guess we attack. Creature. Maybe we just cast this. Oh, this is so bad. Attack and see if they multi-block, but surely they wouldn't. There's no way they would. This isn't something we can kill, right? 3? Maybe we have 3 activations? That's what we do. Alright. We just attack. See what they want to do. Yep. Alright, so 3 damage to you. 3 damage. You. 3 damage. You. Not how we wanted to do it, but yeah, we'll draw a card. By Ornithopter. Yeah, if they had removal, you think they would have used it instead of activating Jacob. So I think they would have had to have drawn something here. Alright. We can make them have to block a lot. Let's see, what do we have? 3, 6, 3, 6, 9, 10. So we can't quite do Joda plus Nicol Bolas, unfortunately. But we can make this guy get a bunch of like plus stuff. So let's do that, I think. We'll take the extra mana from Gigantha over the Searching for Sisay. King Darien also, very nice hit. Alright, 15 damage coming through. Send Reality Chip as well. To 2. Alright. Will we see the scoop? Lightning Helix. We'll keep that. Let's get rid of Sisay. If for some reason they have a pipe here, we can still just kill him straight up. Not that you would know it. There's no way to see the original art here to read the text. You didn't know what it did. Yep, searching for answers. Looking for like a 3 or I mean a 4 or 5 mana Wrath. He gets a land plus Nope. Game. Alright. Have I said the word shenanigans yet? I think I have. I think I say the word shenanigans 5 times per minute when I'm playing decks like this. Ah, nice. Bernie Sanders with the alternate Bernie spelling. I approve. Alright. Yeah, let's get this out. Not going to be able to lightning helix here, unfortunately. Let's see if we want a helix or visionary next turn. Get some blue. Yeah, I'm just fine. Let's get the visionary out. Okay. I guess we're better on that than the Sisei. On the captain. Wouldn't maybe doing some Grixis sorta big spells stuff. Butchery coming over. Alright, yeah, we'll get our Ketria Triumph down. Or Ramp and Fix. Can scry before we cast Atreus, so then we know a little bit more about what we're running into. It's kind of funny. No, let's just cast this, and then we'll scry after. Nice. Want to get in their own copy of Atreus. Trying to decide what to give me. We'll probably just take whichever stack has 2. Unless he gives a face-up stack of 1 land, then it would be a question, because I think we just want to keep getting land at this point. Alright, we'll take these 2. Oop, fair enough. Nothing but mana rocks. Do we want a land here, though? Thing is, if Joda... 3, 4, 5. I'd love to get down Joda the same turn that I cast. Another legendary. Let's put the swamp away, I think. It's not going to make us able to do a double spell that we're excited about. Alright. Let's attack here. Go for Prosper. Hold up Lightning Helix. Surely they've got a counter spell here or something, right? I think I'd rather they counter Sisei. Nice, sure. Right. I think we're going to need to gain the life. Now what's the point I want to do? Don't really love this matchup right now. Let's just slam Joda. And then if they've got removal, it's GG, but if not, we can potentially start doing some good stuff. Could see an argument for Mind Stone plus Prosper there, but Joda blocks better than Prosper does on the Shark, so they're not. Oh, okay. Atris, wow. Their hand must be stacked. That's crazy. Guess they really wanted to land this turn. They attack with this. They have 8 mana, so it could be a Magma Opus. Maybe they just want to have 8 mana so they can cast a 5 mana spell plus a copy of it. But yeah, I think we are this one. Enough. Yep, just play it out. Take that remote. Pretty well cooked here regardless. There you go. Game. Yeah, I think that's one of the strongest decks. You know, something with red, blue, with a little bit of black or white. Really, really good. This cube. Drafted some Izzet and Grixis and Jeskai before. Those decks just feel so powerful. Scholar of Lost Trove, Sublime Epiphany, Torrential Gearhulk, Physics Mastery, some big, powerful, awesome stuff, things going on. No red mana, but we'll give it a shot. And try to get a Jaghatha out for something. Let's still go for the Mind Stone. Nice. Yeah, I want this Jaghatha. Let's do this. Thanks. Can't even block it. Alright. I will take a bunch of damage this turn, but then maybe we can make something happen. Pretty good. It takes 8 here. Then we can start chump blocking and try to muff it. Something down. Get my milestone too. Okay, something like that. Alright. One more land to cast this. So Joda plus Prosper. Oh no, we don't get the... We won't get the token from Prosper in time. What would be our potential hits off of 3 mana? King Darien or Kinnan? Really only those two that we would hit off of Prosper. Because we've got our other 2 legendary 2-drops. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Alright, so instead, let's start by drawing a card. We cast this, we can't cast Mephit. Is that right? So annoying. Let's go ahead and get the Joda out. Oh, well. Never mind. We ran out of time.
I will let cities encroach on the wilds no longer. I love making new friends.
Block time. Get the Joda out. We need to chump block. Hey, no, that's not tapped. Alright. Let's do this. And this. Yes. There. Oh, no artifact. Forgot you could hit those off of a legendary non-land card. Interesting. Alright, well we can cast the common next turn. How many?
We
3?
need not
Yeah,
fight.
we're dead, exactly.
Phyrexia welcomes all.
Oh, okay. Opponent wants to do it a different way.
I hope things get out of hand for you.
I suppose he's got a few different ways to cook my situation. Pretty good. That's pretty good. Go ahead and kill me. Yep, yep. Send the rest. This guy, that guy. There you go. Now you got it. Alright. 2 losses or 3? Are we done having fun? It was 3. 3 and 3. Alright. Sad, sad, but not terribly surprising. Here's the deck that we ended up with. Lands for days down here. But a lot of fun. Man, we never cast our Weatherlight. We never even saw our Weatherlight once. Saw everything else, but yeah, this is was hidden in the deck the entire time. Probably could have been some other removal spell that we passed over, you know, one of these 3 cards that we drafted so giddily without realizing that they weren't going to be able to work with Jagantha. But regardless, yeah, we definitely had plenty of value, so Weatherlight maybe was a little bit unnecessary. Definitely could just use some more removal options and might have had a little bit better chance. But that was fun. Yeah, that went very well for what, you know, these decks usually do. They're just kind of silly and not as streamlined as like that Grixis deck that we played against that probably is going to go for like 7 wins. Let's see what we open here. Repudiate, replicate. Right. Fair enough. Well, yeah, thanks for watching. Maybe I'll have a chance to do another one of these again before the Brothers War comes out, but if not, I'm sure we'll be doing some drafts of that. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, I appreciate it. And yeah, this is PocketDave. I'll catch you next time. Bye.